Hello and welcome to our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm of Zehir. Second expansion of the game. No storyline connection to the original official campaign or Mask of the Betrayer campaign. It has this is a very different type of a campaign in any way. But there's really no point in me explaining it. It'll become obvious very quickly. A voyage across the southern seas is cut short by a mysterious storm. Your party finds itself shipwrecked on an unfriendly shore. To survive, you and your fellows must accept the aid of a powerful merchant and unravel a conspiracy that threatens to change the fate of all the realms. This bold journey goes to level 15 and beyond. Previous Neverwinter Nights 2 experience is not required. I disagree with that. You don't need to know any of what's happened in the other campaigns, but Storm of Zehir, at least initially, I think is a bit tougher than the previous campaign. So this isn't. I would not recommend this for anyone as a campaign to start with. You're probably much better at this if you know how to play your characters and you know what you need to have a capable party. The reason is the increased challenge in certain ways, but also that you don't make just a character for yourself. You make an entire 4-man party. You don't have to make a 4-man party, but I would highly recommend having a party unless you already know what you're getting into. I made them beforehand. I'll go through what they actually do, but I don't want to waste an hour making my characters here. Not when we can just preview them.
I've got some bad news. I guess that's hardly surprising given the other bad luck that's happened the last few days, but anyhow.
It seems like a few pages somehow got torn out of Vigilant's passenger manifest. I'll need you to sign the manifest again for you and the rest of your party. Have a lot of unusual things been happening on the ship? Aye, here and there. Some of the food we took on at the last stop was spoiled. A number of our drinking barrels got ruptured. And just a few nights ago, Kellen, good man, got himself drunk and pitched headlong overboard. Sunk before we could save him, poor soul. But don't you worry, Vigilant's been through worse in the past, and we'll be at Summergall shortly, so we can get new supplies there, fix some problems. Okay, very well. Well then, sign the manifest and get below decks, traveler. Storm's brewing. I doubt Umberly means to take it easy on us, but don't worry, the Vigilance weathered far worse.
Look alive, you lubbers! Passengers on deck!
Yeah, party conversation. And you play more or less an entire party in this game, which allows you to use any character in the party to answer dialogue options. The dialogue choices will vary greatly based on many of your party members' attributes, such as skills, class, race, gender, alignment, deity, abilities, and more. Be sure to create a well-balanced party to have more choices in conversations. I'll take my party first and chat with some of the crew here. Okay. Right. I'm not going to change the party name or the party motto or the biography. It's just a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. So accept. We'll start as level 4 characters, or no, we are given enough experience
Once
to
more into the breach, my
rise to
friends.
level 4. If you have some kind of level restrictions or some kind of a, like playing a drow, I think you at the level somewhat slower, you're not gonna be level 4. Okay, we have a
Here,
rogue, a
follow
cleric,
me.
a barbarian, and a fighter.
This way. Come on, Slowpoke.
I'm not
Keep
too
up.
keen on making a focused rogue, so I'm going to multi-class this immediately to a wizard and stay with wizard as long as the game lasts. The reason why I went rogue is I can have someone with rogue trap spotting, disabling, opening locks, that sort of thing. He's not going to be quite as good as dedicated rogue, but he's going to be very close to it. So we'll get the rogue advantages without actually wasting one of our slots to make a rogue.
Here, follow me.
Yes.
What do you want?
What do you want? I don't have an orc, a female orc portrait, so I'll take a Githyanki. Or Githzerai.
Yes.
And you. What should you have as a portrait? Ooh. Excellent. Now, to the characters. Um,
Yes.
well, we're going to have to level them up anyway, so we might as well go through it while we do this. Started as a rogue, go to wizard. This would be the character I'm sort of trying to make as responsible for dialogue, things like that in general. Concentration. We don't have points for everything, but we do want to try to have points in a little bit of everything. This is the guy who's basically dumping points to a lot of things. I'm going to be a generalist. I don't want limitations on spells I can learn. Not after I played a very specialized caster, so I want to have the freedom to use everything available. Right. Don't care what the creature is. Rubbish. Anin Tetney. Dexterity 14, Intelligence 20, Charisma 14, the rest rubbish. So very some dexterity, but mostly charisma and intelligence focus. Have to have high intelligence for the skill points. I've taken Able Learner. It means that cross-class skills can be raised by just 1 point, 1 point cost, and typically the cost would be 2. And because I took Rogue level, some of these skills are I can also raise them as much as my class skills. So more or less this should work just fine. Where's the disable device? Certain things is something that we must have. Open locks, disable device. That's something I want to have as far as the theory is concerned. The rest is more or less luxury. Hmm. Not sure what to take. Um, he'll do just fine with relying on spells alone. So I think I'll take the Negotiator. Plus 2 bonus to Diplomacy and Bluff. that it? No, one more. Actually want to level up
Yes.
someone
Hello
else.
to you.
We can get additional companions in addition to the group we have now, but they're not strictly speaking called companions. They're, what are they? I don't even recall. Either way, they're like typical NPCs. They might have some interactions too. Um, there were specialty domains you can choose when you become a cleric. I think I chose time and healing domain. Time allows for a few extra spells. Haste and premonition. Healing makes our single target healing spell stronger, and they allow me to get additional healing spells on earlier levels. Martial weapon proficiency, sure. The goal is to have pretty much everyone but the arcane caster be able to hold their own in a melee fight. So fairly strong physical attributes and still strong casting attributes. Stupid as fuck, but who cares? Right.
You follow behind me, alright?
Half orc barbarian. This is as simple can be. There's nothing surprising about this one. It knows intimidation and tumbling, and that's it. Weave. And strength, strength, strength. I don't care about anything but strength. Barbarian range.
Indeed.
There's another fighter. I'm planning to make her weapon master. That's a lot of. I can't really take any interesting feats. I need to choose my weapon. I think I'll choose a scimitar. It's a fairly uninteresting weapon, but it has a large critical threat range, which would work well with the weapon master once we get it. I'm taking intimidation only because it's absolutely necessary for our class, but suppose I could take craft armor. Bane is not our attack. Not much we can take. The knockdown is always useful, I suppose. Yeah, looks like that'll do. And once more. Hmm. Spring attack. No, we must have this. We need whirlwind attack, otherwise we can't take a weapon master. And we want to get to weapon master as quickly as possible. That's one of the reasons I'm taking scimitar as my weapon, so I don't have to take additional weapon proficiencies or anything like that. Because most of the better weapon master perks come at once you have a significant amount of levels, and the game says the campaign ends somewhere around level 15, maybe a little bit higher. So we need to get there as quickly as possible. So we need to spend our feats
This
wisely.
way! Come on, Slowpoke! Keep up!
We're taking intelligence all the way with the rogue wizard, simply because I need every skill point I can get my hands on. Should I take a praise? Anyway, disable device. Unlocks. Spellcraft. Or yeah, we don't have the points for everything. I need to take some spotting skill. So might as well be spot then. Ghostly visage, please. You may fire one ray plus one additional ray for every 4 levels beyond the 3rd. So on 7th and 11th. Ah, we're done. Didn't take too long, but it did take some time.
Aha!
Hello to you.
Aha, indeed. Okay, couple blesses, couple banes. Magic weapon? I don't know, sanctuary. Living undead. Immunity to stick attacks and critical hits. That's always useful. Hold person. This isn't a super powerful caster, so it's better to focus on buffing than disabling others.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes, yes, yes. My thoughts exactly.
Once more into the breach, my
I'm not
friends!
in a talking mood right now.
Storm brewing. And did the captain say we're nearly at Samargol? Oh dear. I hope we can get there all right.
Adventurer's Guide.
Steady on, Earl!
This home looks like it has seen much use over the years. judging by the very penmanship evident throughout its many dog-eared and dirt-stained pages, a number of different writers have contributed to it over the years. Yeah. How to play the game tutorial, basically. Cohorts, that's what they were. Cohorts. Cohorts are characters that you will meet in your journeys that you can convince to join your party. Some cohorts well, they're basically NPCs, with NPC party members. Some can be temporary. Typical party puppet mode. I suppose the notable things might be that death. Yeah. If a character reaches 0 hit points, he or she is out of the fight. If your entire party is incapacitated, the game will end and you will have to reload. This is nothing new, but fallen party members can be brought back to life via the raise state or resurrection spells. If you don't have a character capable of casting these spells, cleric in one of the many temples throughout the game will be happy to provide the service, for a price. This heavily implies that once you are dead, you're not going to just wake up like nothing happened, like in the previous games. You can also purchase coins of life from the temples that carry them to carry with you and on your travels. However, each coin is capable of raising the dead only once. I think more relevant, well, that's important, but more relevant might be resting. Resting will resting. You can rest either on the overland map or by renting a room from the innkeeper in any tavern. Resting on the overland map is like normal, but when you rest on the overland map, there is a chance that you will be attacked by hostile encounters. What this all means is that you can't just rest constantly everywhere. There's much more restrictions on that. All of them get them.
Steady sailing, Captain.
Now a storm brewing. This is more exciting than the time I found a rare scorpion in my boot. This trip has been quite the adventure.
Depending on the character we choose, have different amount of options. You're quite the cheery one, aren't you?
It's in my nature. As an author, one must learn to see setbacks as advantages of a different variety. And this trip, well, it has been rather full of setbacks, wouldn't you say? Why, the other day I was about to sit down to a delicious bowl of soup. And my word, I saw a pod of dolphins leaping through the water nearby. I was distracted and someone took my bowl, but the soup within turned out to have gone bad. Poor souls, such a shame, but I'm grateful to those dolphins for saving me with their majesty. Reminds me of earlier when I had to leap out of the way of a maddened pelican, and a crate slipped from a rope and crashed where I had just been.
That sounds suspicious.
You think so? In my experience, sea travel has always been hazardous. It could be I have offended Umberlee in some way. She is such a temperamental, I mean, magnificent goddess of the vast ocean. Good traveler, I'll strive to make amends to the goddess, but probably after this storm, don't you think? In the meantime, I should likely get below decks, as should you.
Fair enough.
Yes, yes, yes!
Don't know who to blame for all the stuff that's been going wrong. The Maid of Misfortune or the Sea Queen. The Vishava or Umberlee. Don't think even the Vigilant can take much more of this.
Have the cat loose on your mind.
Oh, this shouldn't be so frayed. Better add this to the list of weird things happening on the ship lately. Got a job to do. I better see those hatches battened down.
Take on some new
Tight,
food and water.
lads and lasses.
After Joaquin died from that soup, I've been afraid to eat anything.
I hate landing in Samarak. That place is full of suspicious cowards.
Suspicious cowards. Yeah, I think I'll end it here. Once we go below this, the character creation initial phase is done and the game will begin.
See if she'll be willing to let this gal slip